Ready?
We're ready.
3. We're all done.
All right, let me say good afternoon. And look, we're here at the West Grade Multi-Service Center. And I want to start off by saying that the City of Houston Health Department, the Mayor's Office with people with disabilities, we're all here. Nurses are here ready to give the vaccine to people. And the focus is on people with disabilities, their care providers that we provide, seniors, all of those groups. That's the focus. And let me tell you, the turnout has been pretty good already today. So if you can, and then we're providing transportation. Metro
and Harris County Ride.
Okay, providing transportation. So again, and we're trying to get special focus on specialized communities. So again, with people with disabilities, people, for example, seniors, and the care providers, because the care providers are important. Okay, so you're a provider. Come on out to the West Grade Multi-Service Center and get the vaccine. And I didn't want to leave out the gift cards. I wanted to capture them first, you know. But let me also say, we're trying to incentivize the process. Walmart is is making available $50 gift cards to that population that I just talked about. 60 years and older. Okay, people with disability, people with chronic health conditions. Okay, so if you got a chronic health condition, you got a disability, you're 60 years or older. What about our caretakers? Yep. Yeah, you qualify. Why are we doing this? Because the virus is still present. The virus has not disappeared. What is making things better is the fact that people are getting the vaccine. And that's why this is one of the few times at these press conferences that I'm taking my mask off, because everybody around me has been vaccinated, so I feel real good about that, and you'll feel good about it as well.
Well, I had COVID in January, and obviously I want the protection, and I want the protection not only for myself but for my family and elderly people as well.
I think it's important for people to make their own decision on which one they want to go with. But I think as a society overall, just like a flu vaccine or anything else, I think we're at that stage where we have to treat this as a common illness that we're going to have to protect ourselves against.
And I want to thank Director Steve Williams with the Public Health Department and his team for just working Monday through Fridays, and then also on Saturdays. Then we got them going to various restaurants. Gabe, they're going to be traveling with me with the mobile units to the clubs. Not that I go to the clubs. Not that I go to them on a regular basis, But we have to go to where the people are. And we want to make it accessible. We want to eliminate people's excuses. And what we are finding is that if we go to where the traffic is and make it very convenient, people are getting the vaccines. So we want to make it very convenient. All the vaccines are safe, and it will enhance your own quality of life. So again, let me thank Director Williams and his team, because they've been very, very dutiful. I want to thank the Health Equity Response Task Force. Shannon Buggs is present with us, that lead my Complete Communities Initiative. Janice Weaver is also here, who is my faith-based community service coordinator. That's also a part of the Health Equity Response team. I want to thank Special Events. Leanne, where's Leanne? I can't say enough for Leanne. When it comes to logistics and setting up, Leanne, just incredible. Where's Carlos? Carlos is always on the spot, So Carlos, thank you so very much. I want to thank people that are working out in the parking lots, the parking attendants, people providing security, all the logistical workers. Quite frankly, it's a team effort. And all of the people affiliated with Gabe's team, the Mayor's Office of Special with people with disabilities, I can't say enough for. So let me just say this. I've been crisscrossing the city all day long, and let me tell you, people want to shake hands, people want to hug, okay, and people want to talk close to you, and I'm and it's all but I want to say, as we move more into the year and especially to the summer, people want to come together after being away, separated for the last 14 months. People want to come together, and let me tell you, it's hard to resist when you've been kind of away from people for 14 months. When people want to come and embrace you, it's kind of hard to say, "Oh, wait," But the good news is that when you're fully vaccinated, you at least have that added comfort, security, knowing that you have been fully vaccinated. And what you look at and say when you're seeing all of that taking place is whether or not the other person has been vaccinated. So just like those who are going to be going to the Toyota Center tonight, 17,000 people. Look, I know a large percentage of those people have not been fully vaccinated. And I would encourage them to put on their mask. At the very minimum, put on your mask and protect yourself and your family members, and then get tested, and then please go and get vaccinated. So let me just yield at this moment. Let me start off by bringing up Director Williams. And I want to thank all my friends who are with me today. Okay, Director Williams.
Yes, Mayor, people really want to hug you, not everybody. That's what you should have said. In order for people to get this vaccine, we recognize that it has to be accessible. And Gabe, we're really grateful for you and the Mayor's Office on People with Disabilities, because y'all really have connections with this population, and you have done a great job of bringing folks to us. You've given information to people that might not otherwise receive this information, because you're a trusted voice within this community. The Health Department's Human Services Division and the Area Agency on Aging have connections to tens of thousands of older adults, and they've been scheduling many appointments for people with vaccines, including this one today. The mayor mentioned that we're providing gift cards to people. They're $50 Walmart gift cards, but not just for taking the vaccine. You actually have to take a survey and then get the $50 gift certificates. Last night, we were at the Turkey Leg Hut, and one of the things we recognize is that we probably may need to provide other incentives, not $50 gift certificates, because we'll run out of money. But we will do that because it's very important. I want to also let you know that our Area Agency on Aging provides in-home vaccinations to folks. And in order to access those, you need to call 832-393-4301 to learn more about that. We really want to reach people where they are. We want to also remind people that all of our clinics are free. They do not require appointments. They are located throughout the city, and you can call 832-393-4220 in order to find where one is. I also want to acknowledge our affiliates, our partners, Curative, who are also running our Reed Road site and are actually providing vaccines in conjunction with us throughout this city. They have really been a great partner. They are providing tests down at Minute Maid Park, and we're grateful for the fact that they're willing to work with us.
Let me thank Steve. And we have been talking about how to incentivize people to really to take advantage of the vaccine. I want to call the Congresswoman first, because I know she's got a site focusing on children today, and I know that for a fact because and I know my chief of staff wouldn't mind, but my chief of staff is going to be heading with her daughter to your site in a little bit, because she wants to make sure that her daughter gets vaccinated, and the Congresswoman is focused on that. So let me bring her up right now, because I know Chris Cross and we were together earlier this morning, and we went off in different directions, and then she's heading over to her site, and I'll see her in a little bit. So Congresswoman, give it up to Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a place that I could not miss. I have admired the work of Wes Gray, and certainly your office with Gabe, with the people with disabilities and the disabled community. You are my friends, and I am empowered when I see you And this should be a singular expression, Gabe, that we will go anywhere and we will work with all people to ensure that America is vaccinated. That's what this is about. I want to applaud the city and Director Williams and his whole team that has recognized that first we started out with big sites because we were working to try to rush people in. That was the right thing to do. And Houston was at the forefront of big front, and I was pushing, said, Mayor, got to get a big site because we got to push them in. And so we had Bayou Place, and then the county and city got together, and we got the FEMA dollars and the military, and we did NRG, but then there were a lot of other places that we were going. But now we're on that home stretch where we are celebrating if we get one person at a time. And the community of people living with disabilities, I want them to know one of my issues in the United States Congress, Gabe, is the visually impaired. And we have worked with them in terms of legislation, terms of equipment, but as I do that, we work with all persons. And so I'm excited to be here at West Gray that has a strong portfolio of helping people living with disabilities. We've been here, people dealing with autism. We've been with kids on autism, and we've been with the community. We've seen the gym. So now we're here with vaccinations. All right. My message is that no person will be left out. I will join the mayor in some of his neighborhood on the corner activities, join him on parades. I know that we now have people really out and about, so maybe we should stand on the street corner where parades are. And then as well, we know big events are coming up. And then we can also, thank you, Mayor, for the idea of going in people's homes. My constituents are asking. We want to use those vaccines, and then take a mobile vehicle to move around to be able to help individuals right in their own neighborhood. So again, I want to salute the people, the community of people living with disabilities, disabled community, one, for encouraging your fellow members to say that we too are Americans. We expect America to be able to find us where we are, to meet us where we are, and to ensure that we have the fullness of life and health care. And I assure you, that is our commitment. That is my commitment in the United States Congress. We're excited to be here and be able to work with Gabe and the mayor on ensuring vaccinations to everyone. And soon, just a word, we're now vaccinating children 12 to 15. Nobody should not get the opportunity to vaccinate their child. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Congressman. Thank you, Congressman.
Look, I want to thank the Congresswoman. I mean, she is on the ground. She flew in last night, and she came directly to the vaccination place last night. And so she works until she catches the flight and then heads back to D.C. So an incredible amount of energy. Give her a Gatorade or something. But incredible. But look, I want to bring on this guy, the director of the Mayor's Office of People with Disability. I cannot tell you, Gabe has just been incredible with his entire team. They are remarkable. I don't know why his team members are kind of over there. They need to kind of be over here, you know. Yeah, you need to start moving, you know. Yeah. But Gabe and his team have simply been incredible. I mean, they are making sure that that the city is very holistic and that we don't leave anybody out, and that people with disability are not an afterthought and should not be treated as an afterthought. Okay, that they are deserving of all of the opportunities that exist within our city, and we need to make sure that we are accessible and inclusive. And then oftentimes when we talk about diversity, we leave certain groups out. Well, this is a totally diverse community, and it needs to be totally inclusive. So I give a lot of credit to Gabe Caceres, who's just been doing an exemplary job. So let me stop and bring up Gabe Caceres. Gabe.
Thank you, sir. I am really thrilled that we have this event here at the Metropolitan Multi-Service Center. The Multi-Service Center is the hub for the disability community here in Houston. I know you know this, Mayor. There are over 215,000 people that live in the city of Houston that are part of the disability community. People with disabilities make up 9.4% of the total population of the city of Houston. And when the mayor asked me to join the team, he said he wanted Houston to be the model of municipal accessibility. And that's a challenge that we strive to meet every single day. So when vaccination started rolling around, Mayor knows I started beating the drum early about getting people with disabilities vaccinated. And I'm thrilled that our partners at the Houston Health Department, Director Williams and his staff have been remarkable partners to us. And this would not happen without their support. So I'm very grateful to the mayor for his continuous leadership and his support, to Director Williams, to the staff here, the multi-service center staff that are part of the Parks Department, the Adopted Sports and Recreation Department, does a tremendous job in creating adapted activities for people with disabilities. Over the last year, they have been troopers with us in responding to the pandemic and making sure that people with disabilities don't get left behind. So this is a group effort. I'm excited everyone is here. If you have not taken your best shot yet, we'll be here till 4 o'clock. Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks, Gabe. And as you can see while he was talking, the bus is pulling up. We've done very well at this site. We've done very well at this site. And I can say, well, and the whole team, thank you so very much. I do want to recognize Chief Pena with the Houston Fire Department. Thank you, Chief Pena. You know, really appreciate this guy who's just an incredible, I don't want to say asset because that makes it sound like a product. But someone who's hands-on and just been a big plus for the city of Houston. So thank you, Deborah Moore with the area agent on agents. Agency on agents. Well, come on up, come on.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, we're just excited. We are thrilled to be here. We are thrilled to serve this special population. We are with the Area Agency on Aging, but we also have an arm, and it's called the Aging and Disability Resource Center. So we work very closely with the Mayor's Office for People with Disabilities. We work very closely with the Houston Center for Independent Living, and we do believe that no one should be left behind when it comes to health and safety, and certainly having access to vaccine ensures health and safety. So we want to thank everyone for this opportunity to be able to serve our communities. Certainly want to thank Houston Center for Independent Living for sponsoring this event as well. Thank you, Mayor, and thank everyone here.
Thanks, Deborah. And look, I want to call on now Annabelle Rios with the Houston Center for Independent Living. Annabelle, take it away.
Yes, hi everybody. Well, we are a self-help, self-advocacy organization for people with disabilities, and a lot of people don't know this. We've been around for over 30 years advocating for the rights and inclusion of all people with disabilities, because it's important. 1 in 4 Americans with have a disability, and with age and time, this number will increase if we live long enough. That's why it's very important to encourage vaccination among our communities and promote inclusion and let people know that we are here and we are accessible, and we will make it possible for everybody to be vaccinated. Because as we know, we are 1 in 3 times higher when we have a disability of catching some kind of virus or the Covid-19. So that's why it's very important to get vaccinated, because we also know that once we get COVID, there are other disabilities that may come about. So please, community, come out and get vaccinated. We want to include everybody in the community. So we're going to be here from 824 this evening. So please don't hesitate and get vaccinated. Thank you.
Thank you, Annabelle.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, if that doesn't move you, I don't know what will. So
Yes.
thank you, Annabelle. And now from the Living Hope Wheelchair Association, let me call on Guillermo de la Rosa. Did I get that right? All right. My tutor in Spanish is.
Good afternoon. We want to thank the City of Houston and MOPD and the other sponsor for this event. It's easy for people with disability when and the family and the caregiver when the process is made easy. We this event was planning. I hope the other they can learn more for this event, and we need more people. They vaccine, especially people with disability, their family, and their caregivers, and we all. I'm sorry. We would like more this event can reach more people. Thank you.
Thank you, Guillermo. Appreciate that. And look, that's what it's all about, and can't tell you how important that is. And then for the final speaker, I hadn't heard his voice in a while here at my press conferences, but Chief Samuel Pena is here, so Chief Pena, if you'll encourage people to get the vaccine, and a little bit in Spanish as well.
Yes, sir.
Because my tutor said for me not to try it for a few more weeks.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank certainly the mayor and his administration for all the efforts to get our community vaccinated, and even those that don't live within our community that are visiting here. Look, we encourage everybody to get the vaccine. Certainly, we're happy to be here with Dave Casares. We're with Director Williams, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, and the mayor's staff, always out here on the forefront to encourage this community to do the right thing. You see more people shedding their masks as they get vaccinated, fully vaccinated. That's what we're working towards. I'm happy that my dad is here as well. He's visiting, and look, here's my dad. He said he wanted to come all the way out here, Mayor, from El Paso to meet the mayor of the city of Houston. So here he is. Ricardo Peña. This is my dad. He's my pride and joy, certainly. I brought him out here to get vaccinated this morning as well. So look, these centers are more accessible to the community. These centers certainly are accessible to the people that we're trying to put these vaccination sites in the places where the people are at. And so we encourage, again, not only Houstonians, but those that can visit from other areas of this country to come out here and get vaccinated. Worldwide, this is an issue that we're trying to address. We are blessed here in the city of Houston through the efforts of Mayor Turner, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, and those representatives in Washington that are making these vaccines available, and we want to put them in people's arms. So again, thank you all for being out here. Thank you, Dave Casares, for your work and in getting the word out. And in Spanish, what I'd like to say is, queremos recomendar a nuestra comunidad que venga a estos centros para vacunarse. Las vacunas son absolutamente gratuitas. Queremos invitarlos aquí para que se pongan las vacunas, si viven en la ciudad de Houston o no, si están aquí visitando, como mi padre que viene de la ciudad del Paso, Texas, que se pongan las vacunas. Vacunándonos nos vamos a poder combatir esta pandemia y llegar a un lugar donde estemos más normal. Así es que le quiero dar las gracias al alcalde Turner, a la congresista Sheila Jackson Lee, al director Dave Casares, al director Stephen Williams, por el trabajo que están haciendo aquí en esta comunidad. Los centros de vacuna están abiertos, están disponibles para las personas. No necesitan poner cita. Pueden llegar aquí, directamente y ponerse las vacunas. Así es que eso es lo que queremos recomendar. Gracias a todos por su esfuerzo y esperamos que poder combatir esta pandemia muy pronto. Gracias.
I mean, he followed the script. I was listening carefully to see if he left out anything, and that, you know. But he did pretty good. So yeah, I would fill in the gaps, but you know, being respectful, you know, of my director. You know. So all right, are there any questions from anyone? All right, thank you all so very, very much. Let's keep vaccinating people and get it done until we get up to that 70 to 80%. Okay, let's keep doing it. Thank you all so very much. Appreciate you.